Oh, I don't have any audio. That's cool. Hi, how's it going? Okay, cool. It's just me. I muted it. That explains a lot. But it's coming out the wrong speaker. Cool. Let me fix that. How's it going? I feel a little tired this week. I think I'll be cool though. I don't feel like super like drowsy or anything. I just think I feel worn down. Things got busy at work again, so I have been working I have been working fairly late this week. Not that bad, but like I did have a weekday this week where I was like working until like 7 p.m. or something like that, and then like I think I got off yesterday at like 5:30. Today I left at 5. But I did go into the office today, which I didn't realize like how much I didn't want to go in the office. I think I like working from home better, but life. Hey Alex, how's it going? How it do? Oh, I hear myself. Can I hear the game audio though? Oh, you do an anime review? What anime? I don't know if I hear the game audio. We'll find out. Boop. Okay, cool. I heard it. Alright. So I can go ahead and turn this up a little bit. And then I'm going to turn this down. Do that tweet. Bam. Do the Discord message to some chat that I'm part of. I never really figured out my Discord. I did kind of trim down my Discord recently. If you don't know, like I have like a hidden Discord that I haven't really added anybody to, or at least nobody use it, just people that were there testing it for me. And I lost my interest in it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't feel like I have a big enough community to really support anything in it. It'd be completely dead, I think, for a while. For a good long while. Oh, this blanket's... Get that blanket out of frame. Make my room even more messy by throwing it on the floor instead. Beatum? What's Beatum? I thought you said Bloom earlier when I first looked at it. Alright. Do we want to buy stuff? I forgot to bring the item list back up. I was like 3 minutes before this stream, like face flat in that thing. Almost passing out. Game facts. Oh, yeah. It's hard. Like, reviewing stuff you like is always a difficult thing. I try my best to think about how other people would think about the game as much as possible. That, and to take criticism and never say, like, oh, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know, like I think maybe the Mighty Number 9 review is maybe the most like difficult one to kind of stretch my like thoughts out on, in terms of like, you know, making sure I think about what other people wanted. That's why I played the Wii U version, because like I need to see what this Nightmare Mess is. Hey Oscar, how's it going? You're here to play more of this, hopefully. I don't really know if I feel like a lot of this stuff didn't matter that much last time. Like, healing items are good. Like, I think we do want healing items. Can I have multiple super drinks? Chocolate's like a full heal. And then I think there's like a refresh herb. Like that. Sucker pistol. Is that in here? Scopu. I don't know if you can buy a pistol. I think you might just find it in the map. Ito. Disguise kit, Sure, why not? Get 2 disguise kits, I guess. Isn't there like a weird donation thing here or something too? Oh no, 10,000 for what? VIP? Let me look this up. I feel like somebody mentioned Fully Cooley the other day too. I forget who. I was talking to somebody about it because I think they were saying that Fully Cooley was like interesting at the time, but it didn't like hold up today or something. I don't really know. I don't remember what it was. I'm not going to not going to argue whatever it was because I can't remember what they even said. Information is what this is, so you can buy information. Okay. And then what does this do? Be careful of the VIP room is what that is. So I just dumped a bunch of money in there, but that's fine. So, I don't know if be careful of the VIP room means there's a lot of traps in there or don't go in there. I liked Fully Cooley when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about it or what the story about it was either. I do remember there being like a part where they had like South Park style visuals for like him getting his hair cut or something weird. I feel like anime reviews are really hard things to... I don't know, I feel like... I don't know what it is about anime content. It feels like... And maybe it's just because I'm not like a huge anime fan. But it feels like coverage of anime is very difficult to find like quality stuff or make a living in that space. Like obviously video game coverage is like a hard thing to do already. If an only thing it's gotten harder, you pretty much... It's kind of gotten easier and harder in some ways. Like I feel like anime never really had that like this is a industry in America that people cover this. Like it always felt more bootstrappy than video game writing even did. Oh, really? What was it? You, Alex, who I was talking about with Fully Cooley recently? I don't remember who that was. I know somebody I was talking to about was not talking very positively about it. I remember I showed it to my stepbrother when I was a kid, and he was very, very annoyed by it. I like this music. Got some Shenmue stuff going on here. I do like that Shenmue, like... I like Yokosuka and Shenmue, but I think all the, like, Hong Kong and Bailu Village and the city that you end up in after Bailu Village, like, I really like that aesthetically. Maybe because it's just, like, there's enough games set in Japan. I don't know how many games are set in China. I imagine there's a lot of, like, CRPGs, well, by C I mean like Chinese RPGs, not computer RPGs. Although I think most Chinese are like Chinese JRPG like things are on PC though. So I would like to try one of those someday. I don't know if I've played any oh no, what's happening? Tape. I think I messed up. I did not talk to you about it. Okay. More slot machines. I have nothing to say about Fully Cooley, Oscar. I did enjoy it when I was a kid, though. I won't say that much. Oh, that's a cute apron. Why is this like all lined up? It's like, what? Shouldn't it be like everyone moves separately? Oh, whoops! I skipped the text. Whoops. No items to give. I think the important thing, Alex, when you oh yeah, the frog suit. The important thing to like when you write those scripts is to make sure you're kind of being concise too with it. Like I think definitely some of the ones, any video that I've made that has a really long script usually is like, oh no, I need to shorten this drastically. Like I think usually length can be, I mean, it definitely, the important thing is like making sure like wait, what's, so there's a red spot on this table that I can probably go select. I don't know if it's a switch or what. Making sure you're using your words effectively, I guess, is the big thing. I feel like anytime I get beyond 3 pages, it's like, oh god, I have messed up real bad. But I try to keep things pretty compact, though. Like, I shoot for a video to be 8 to 10 minutes long. So it just depends on what kind of format you're going. Some people do. I remember there's like a Yakuza video I watched at some point, and it was like a 2-hour-long video, and it was pretty good. Immediately, it was like a whole series retrospective kind of thing, but man, it was like significantly longer than anything else that I've seen, like written in the way that it was written. It just was so long. Like, it would take me like a whole year to get that done, which maybe it took him a whole year. I also wouldn't say I'm like great at being effective with editing and stuff like that, so I don't even know. Am I just running away now? I think so. I got away though. But yeah, link it to me later whenever it's finished. I'll take a look at it. So, and I'll listen to it. Oh, this is a tripwire. Why do I keep walking across it? I need to stop doing that. Because I'm good at this video game. That's why. So. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, but Jet Girls got announced for localization finally. I'm so happy. Hi again. Oh. That game, I do not expect much good from that game. But I really am curious to see how it turns out. Like having a weird wave race shooting kind of thing. Like a wave race with shooting mechanics kind of thing. Even though it's not really wave race like, because there's no like water physics or anything like that. I'm very interested in seeing how that works out though. Everything I've seen of the game looks very slow and maybe too easy. I don't know. Sorry, I'm skipping all these voice clips. The most important part of PCFX video games, the voice clips. That's not true. But presentation and voice stuff is definitely a big part of it. I'm glad we get all these character portraits though. Like, okay, sure. We're wrestling now. I'm sure this would be, like, make a lot more sense if I knew what I was selecting, but... It is not directly a Senran Kagura thing, but it might as well be. It's from a bunch of ex-Senran Kagura people. There are Senran Kagura characters in it. Just walk this way. So, you know, it... Oh my god, I need to take out the scope, because apparently this room is full of lasers. But yeah, it's definitely, you know, fan service booby thing. There was like an anime that came out, and I'll be honest, the anime didn't really look like anything that I would personally want to watch, but it was doing what it was gonna do. I don't have any problem with people enjoying that. I just personally don't. It's like such a hard thing, because like Anthony was talking to me about Jet Girls this morning, and he was just like, why do you want this game if you know it's gonna be bad? And it's like, you know, asking why I'm interested in the game is a very complicated thing. Like, I don't know, there's just very specific things that I look for in games, and that game in particular, you know, it's janky. Oh, dang it. Which is fine. I'm alive. But, like, I like the concept. I like the concept of what's going on there. And I think Japanese games at that... made it that kind of, like, budget level are interesting in the sense that, like... they have a lot of freedom to try some fun stuff. This place is full of lasers. Jesus. Yeah, it is definitely more jiggle physics than water physics. Yeah, it's basically like a slippery kart racer, a slow slippery kart racer from what I saw, which maybe it gets better. The problem with it is that like all the streams I saw of it, and I haven't really looked at a lot of like gameplay since, all the streams I really saw were like those kind of streams where they have the like voice actors or something on, or some kind of idol person, and they're not very good at playing the game, and so it's just kind of them laughing at being bad about playing the game for 40 minutes, and it makes it really hard to kind of appreciate the game mechanics in that kind of setting. So I think it's a lot like that's how a lot of live streams are in Japan, it feels like. Isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. It's fun for the people who are, like, fans of those people. They get to see their, you know, voice actor do some fun, silly stuff, play a game. I think a lot of people find that stuff pretty cute, too. So I don't necessarily have a problem with, yeah, I was pretty sure there's a laser somewhere there. So I think it's fun, but it's just very difficult to get, like, a valuable, like, input about what the game is and stuff. Like... So, the game's been out for a while in Japan, so if I really wanted to look, I could go look, but everything I saw back then was just kind of like, meh. Like, really what the cool concept about it was, you know, Senran Kagura is a water gun game where you can, like, sit there and shoot at each other and stuff, but it's, like, in a really different way than a lot of other games. There's a lot of, it almost feels almost like a versus, like, arena fighter kind of thing. Even though it's like a third-person shooter, so I like that much. Did I get anything of value on that floor? I guess I got like a couple treasure chests or something. I think I have not gone into these doors yet. So with Jet Girls, they bring over the water gun aspect of that game, and then basically you have a simple water gun on the front of your vehicle that shoots ahead, like a kind of like standard, I guess you could say, like I always think of, not Wipeout, but like any game that has like, you know, machine guns on the front of the cars or something. It just like is a steady shot of just like that part I don't have a lot of interest in, but you can turn around with the other character on the back of the vehicle, like in a very Double Dash like way. You have somebody behind you, and then they'll turn around and you can like shoot at other people with the water guns. But I never could tell like just how involved the aiming mechanics were in that game, to be honest. I was never sure how much control you had, if it was like just something that was auto-targeting, or if it was actually like you aiming. Yeah, and it's like they can definitely be useful, but it's just a little hard to watch. I don't know, that sounds like a bad way to put it. Yeah, I figured. But I think it's, I'm not saying that they shouldn't exist in that way. It's just for the purposes I have, it was not particularly something that I got a lot of value out of. But I wasn't sitting there like, oh, they shouldn't have showed the game this way. There's on Giant Bomb, they were talking about like Smash Brothers tournaments and stuff, and Jeff there was like, oh, like nobody should play the games, the Smash Brothers, in the way that like tournaments play them, and he thinks that's like against the spirit of the game to play it the way that people play. I'm like, well, if enough people like playing the game that way, no items, you know, balanced stages and stuff only, like, dang it, then like, hey, just let people have their fun, don't worry too much about it. Just don't sit there and be like, that's against the spirit of the video game, I guess. But you know, I think it's hard for some people, and I'm sure I do this all the time too, to try not to be a party pooper and poop on other people's excitement. And sometimes that excitement is two voice actors very poorly playing a racing game, a low budget racing game, and talking about the girl's boobs on stream while they shake them around in the character creator. So yeah, you're it's doing it for school. Yeah, it's always hard to do that stuff in school. I did talk about visual novels a little bit in my one of my early English classes. Teacher in that class, I don't want to say he did not like me, but whoops. He maybe, I think we maybe had some misunderstandings on where I was coming out with my writing. I think he read them and was interested. I don't know how to put this. Basically, I think he thought I was saying stuff that I really wasn't saying, in terms of like, oh, how important narrative is in video games and stuff. And I think he was kind of confused by that, and like by some of the stuff I was saying in there. I don't want to get too in depth or anything, but that's probably way too vague though to pull any information. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just kind of do what you think is right, even if the teacher is like, well, I don't understand this or agree with it. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to make the best product I can. But you know, sometimes you gotta worry about the grade more than the work you're putting into it. So and yeah, talking about sexualization and stuff is definitely difficult, especially in like high school specifically. You need like I think you need to be like super aware of like what the conversation is on both sides when you're like talking about sexualization and stuff, because otherwise, if you don't come at it the right way, you come off as just be like making excuses, I guess. But it's really hard to do that and like sound convincing at times. I probably have told the story like 500 times, but I think like one of the weirdest things I ever did was went to a not weirdest things, maybe one of those uncomfortable moments I had of just being like, man, I really need to not do what they're doing when I talk about this stuff. Is I went to a panel about Oremo, and the general like little sister, I don't know, little sister genre in anime or something. I don't know if you would want to call it that. Like like they're trying to present the value of the little sister character and what's interesting about them, and instead what it was what's going on here? Instead what it was a guy and his friend making fun of the fact that he was dangerously interested in lolicon characters and that he was definitely not a child predator or something. And like I got what he was trying to say, but they're just the entire time they didn't know how to talk about it. So it just came off as really weird, and like people basically joking about being borderline pedophiles because of the content they consumed. Whether or not that's true or not is a whole other thing. But that's kind of how it came off, and I'm just like, I need to make sure that if I talk about anything like sensitive sexually kind of stuff, I need to take it 100% seriously and need to be very prepared to talk about it if I'm going to talk about it, rather than just laughing about it all the time, because then that just makes it difficult to convince people. Oh my god. I feel like I haven't found a safe way to get around this place. I feel like every 2 seconds I'm triggering something. Bam, bam, bam. Sharing your feelings is hard. Especially when you're not somebody who's, like, I guess you could say, maybe not affected by it, but obviously... Oh no, I'm getting comboed. Obviously if you're like, oh, here's this game that, you know, is a booby boob game. Like, but I'm a guy, so it's like, I can't say... like... I can say what I can say about it, but like, at the end of the day, like some people will be like, well, of course you're a guy, so you can't say anything authoritatively on this because you're not a woman. So I don't like this level. Jesus. Oh god, where were the lasers? I feel like there were no lasers this way, maybe? I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing yet, still. That is probably the most concerning part. Like, I feel like I haven't made any progress on understanding the task at hand. So... In lighter news, I found a Hello Kitty coloring book in my apartment when I was cleaning up. I was like, cool. I guess I'm gonna color in this. Like, might as well. Everybody's gonna beat me up again. Oh, nobody showed up. So, I started coloring that in while playing Sparkling Feather. Okay, none o'clock. Because Sparkling Feather takes so little input from me, I was like, I guess I'll do this. There's only 4 colors that came with the coloring book. It's red, blue, yellow, and green. And I don't know if I should allow myself to go out of that color range. Macau Casino, that sounds about right. Yeah, I did see that you pointed that out. I don't know if it's a smile. It kind of looks like an open mouth, like ah. I wish I could whiten my PC98, but I just don't have the space to do it. So. I will say, as fun as these little scenes are, they do kind of take a long time. Golmu no... Oh, this is the... Nope. Any of these? Man? Nope. I did talk... I forget, was I talking about on stream about like how this game feels very chunky to play? I don't remember if that was on this stream or... You know, I think I was talking to Tim about it, actually. And, like... Dang it. Did I... I don't know if I came from this pit, or what. But yeah, it's like, you know, things like that, where, like, it loads the video, or the audio file, it then freezes to then reload the music, and then it'll, like, go back, and, like... Okay, I have been down here. And, like, I think that is the sign of a game that was not, like, thought... Like, it didn't think about the hardware super well. Like, I guess there's a trade-off. Like, you know, similar to how Final Fantasy VII has, like, you know, MIDI music or whatever for you know, its soundtrack, because they didn't want any load times to load into battles and things like that. And, well, not that they didn't want to load time. There was going to be a load time to load battles, so they're like, we want you to have music playing while the battle's loading, so we don't want to do, like, stream audio off the disc itself, basically. Like, this game basically does the trade-off of, we're going to have good audio, but we're also going to have voice acting, but because we can't mix those two channels, we have to, like, swap between them all the time. And it takes time because we're loading stuff off the disc and things like that. So... Oh, really? We had a Hello Kitty, cafe out here. I don't know if it's still there. But it's just like a box cafe. It's like a little pop-up cafe. It was supposed to be there somewhat permanently, because we originally had the Hello Kitty food truck, and that came out here, and it was very, very popular. So, so they had that around here, and I went there and had my ridiculously expensive Hello Kitty muffin. Just turn the scope on. I'm getting sick of running into stuff all the time. If we restart, I just might buy a ton of scopes and just live with that. Okay, there's like a door here. It's a tiger. But yeah, the Hello Kitty coloring book, I think somebody got it for me for my birthday when I turned like in my early 20s or something. It has a happy birthday note on it. So I assume that was what it was for. I don't know who it came from. It might have been from... I very, very briefly had a girlfriend out of high school. It might have been from her. Okay, we moved something there. More laser beams. Okay, we got mirrors. I assume I can move these. All right. So I guess the question is, what happens when I move this? Okay. So I think I need to do this like here instead, yeah. I don't really have any other healing items right now, so I'm just gonna do the super drink. Another hour and a half. It's gonna be longer than that. But it will be my birthday soon. I will be a 30-year-old man soon. Old dude o'clock. I can no longer be a cool college kid anymore. Rest in peace. Okay, so what's going on in here? We got a bunch of treasure chests over there. I would like them treasure chests. Okay, icy chip. Purasu oku. Chocolate. Okay. Nice tiger painting, yeah. We'll have to solve that puzzle at the end of this dungeon. Yeah, I don't remember if I've talked about it too much on where I've talked about it, but I am going to do another stream tomorrow. Partially because it's my birthday, but mainly because I've been wanting to stream Peach Beach Splash, and that's when people have been playing Peach Beach Splash. So if I can stream some Peach Beach Splash on stream, then I am excited for that. But hey, it also just happens to be on my birthday too, so might as well have some fun with it, right? No graduate school. Never. And yeah, the big 3-0. I can't. I'm so close to dying. So I took a very long time to get through school. I feel like oh, you know what? I think holy water would mess these up. I do not have holy water though, so I am so sick of school. I never want to go back. Like maybe to learn Japanese, but I don't think I can't think of too much I would ever want to go back for. And the main reason I would go for Japanese is because I need something to commit me to something. It's like the same reason I stream and the same reason I do podcasts. Like, it commits me. And if I do this, I feel more responsible for every week that I have to tell you there's been no progress on any of the projects that I'm working on. It's like, hey, hello, another week has passed. There are no updates to the Wizard of Oz video. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. I just got in a weird cleaning mood this week, honestly, and I think I just got like a weird mood of like, just like, I have so many unfinished projects in my house, and I live alone, so it doesn't matter. Like, the only one who has to see it is me, and nobody's yelling at me to clean it up, but I want it to be gone. I want to finish that stuff up, so I've been trying to find things that have been lingering for a long time and trying to wrap them up. So that's why I did all that controller cleaning and stuff and reorganize that stuff into a bin or a drawer under my bed and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say PBS is the best game ever made, but it's very unique. It's also kind of a nightmare, like latency-wise. But admittedly, when we play on global servers, so I think that also contributes to the latency. Yay. But yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like... Was there a door back here I didn't go into? I think there was. Whoops. That would have been close. Is it down here? Oh, that was the secret door. I don't know if we got anything from there, though. I didn't bother reading any of the treasure chests. Nice. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people who play PBS didn't want to play competitively, which is unfortunate since I think that's the most interesting part of that game. Part of the reason I was so disappointed in the Peach Beach Splash quick play is because the single player is the worst part of that game. So showing off the single player is not a very fun thing to do. So at least I can have something that's like resembles something that is multiplayer that I've done. That's part of why I want to get Jet Girls immediately, because if it is good, I don't want to sit there and wait. I want to jump in, because the problem with Peach Beach Splash is I waited. And then when I got in finally, barely any of the community was left. Like, I never once played a 5-on-5 game, which was originally how you were supposed to play that game. Then they patched in 3-on-3 support because there weren't nearly enough people playing to get a full room, so. I hope there's no laser here. Cool, thank God. I guess I can go up and around. I risk doing a laser, but that's a long way to just go straight. Yep. It happened. But yeah. I still feel pretty alright for being 30, I feel like. But I don't know how you're supposed to feel when you're 30, so. I think it's really 40 when it's like, okay, boy. Alright, your body. Your body has some objections to what's going on and how you've treated yourself this whole time. I have bad habits that I definitely should kill. Like, I have a bad habit that, I'll sit on my knees a lot. And I think that's probably going to come back and bite me in the butt. And my knees will probably get sore more easily or something, or start hurting at some point. Also bad posture at my desk. Right now my spine's kind of curved. I probably shouldn't do that. Probably should be straight. So I feel like there was some path that I'm missing here. I could have sworn there was one point that I was like, I'm going to go to this door on the top, but there's still a door on the bottom. I'm going to come back to that door, and I don't know where that door is. I felt like it was here, maybe? No, that's a staircase down. Maybe this is it. This is it. Okay. Okay, we've already been in this room. This room is full of the wires. Okay, well... Here's a question. Was there anything in that laser room that I missed? Because I know there's like the walls were closed off. So I don't know if there is... I know like I was able to get into one room by going around the area and coming out the other side, but... I don't know if there was anything... Can I... Whoops. I didn't go this way. Okay. No laser there. I don't think there's a laser over here at all. I think we're good to walk this way. Nope, there was a laser there. Never mind. I wish I had like a good, like, okay, I'm 30, here now here's my goal. But I feel like my goal has been the same for the last 4 years of just like finish Xenoblade Chronicles X. Dear God. Also, I guess make internet content. Also, I should go to cons and do panels or something. I guess those are my goals, question mark? I'd like to get a cat, eventually. Cat time in my 30s. At some point in my 30s, I want to get a cat. So I can be sad in my 40s when it goes away. That's kind of morbid. I guess that is a concern of mine when I get a cat, though, is like... It's always sad to say goodbye. That was kind of a bad way to go about that, I feel like. So... What's going on here? So, does that center say electrified if I cut off... like... this? Or does it get de-electrified? Okay, nope, that's still electrified. Was there anything down here other than these chests? Just those chests. And a laser beam. Anything over here? Speaking of being 30, my wrist hurts from just using this D-pad for some reason. Old man clock. Is there anything with this tiger poster? No. I don't know who that is. Who's Masami Obari? I don't know like any... Other than Jin Kobayashi, because I love School Rumble, I don't know like anybody in the manga or anime industry. I don't want to say... Actually, I recently did rewatch some of School Rumble, and School Rumble's still good. It definitely takes a while to get going, though, that's for sure. Okay, this is new. Nice, 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 nice. I'll try not to get a hedgehog, no. That has a short lifespan, though. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want a lifelong friend, but I think it's hard when animals go. I grew up in a house. My mom was a vet or worked in a vet's office, so we had a lot of animals that stuck around, and many of them which were maybe not in the healthiest of conditions, and many of them didn't really make it. And at some point, it was kind of sad how like desensitized I came to that stuff for a while, and I think it still affects me a little bit. Where I do think sometimes I don't maybe feel the urgency or pain that I see when I see animals in pain, because I saw so many all the time when I was younger. But I think I do still feel for animals and stuff, so it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm sitting there being like, ah, well, it's a cat or something like that. I still feel bad about it and everything, but at some point you see so many passing that it's just like, well, we all die at some point, I guess. It's a horrible way to say it. I'll die at some point. Super shield drink. Super shield drink? I gotta stop talking about animals dying. That sounds like a cool thing to do. Hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, happy birthday to your dad. I saw that I was like, you made that post about like drinking and smoking a cigar. I'm like, that is the most adult thing I've ever heard. Like, I don't know, that I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like, oh, maybe because like part of me always feels like I still feel like a dumb college student in a lot of ways. So like seeing someone be like, yeah, cigar and alcohol. I'm like, oh, I don't want to make that. I don't want to. Oh, there's a door there. Oh, I found a door. I don't know. I don't mean that in a bad way. Sorry if that came off that way. I was working with this guy who was the same age as me at work. He's like 30, and he had like 3 kids and a family, and I'm like, dude, I just don't even know where to start with that. Like, I don't even know how you function as a person. Oh my gosh, I'm spinning. Anyways, my uncle has a snake. I maybe not. Oh, there's something here. Maybe the door. There's a red spot on this door, and he seems to notice that there's a red spot on this door. Also playing ago, I'm sorry I have not been super responsive on podcast stuff. I kind of took a break this week from things, so I appreciate your patience on that. I move at a glacial pace. Well, my assumption is that there's something... Okay, this is, could it be destroyed? The question is, do we have anything to try to destroy it already? Or if we gotta find something else? Because when it says could it be destroyed, does it mean an item that we can use to destroy it? I'm also using your item list that you put up, Playongo. It's been very helpful. Plastic explosive. Thank you. See, I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah, we'll see how things go. So I think snakes are cute. I think I like the fluffiness of a cat. Oh god, that's probably good. Oh, okay, apparently that is fake. I like the fluffiness of a cat. I don't know. I think I like cuddling animals, and I know snakes, you can kind of have them wrap around you and stuff. I think they're perfectly fine pets, but maybe not for me. I do probably have a harder time with snakes, I feel like. Like when I was at my uncle's house, they're like, "Hey, you want to hold this snake?" And I was like, maybe not. Even though I know he wouldn't bite me. I'm sure it'd be fine. I feel guilty about that. I think I feel guilty about any kind of animal that I have fear of, because I'm like, they're still a living thing. They're still doing their thing as a living thing, you know? They probably have feelings, or as much feelings as an animal can have, comparatively to us humans. So... oh god. Something got me. Feather boa? I think the weirdest thing I've ever had, and I wouldn't call this a pet, it technically was not supposed to be in our house, because in Georgia, there was very much a law against this, but, we had a baby deer that the mom got hit by a car, and so we had to find a place for it to you know, like a habitat it could go to or something. I don't know if habitat's the right word. So that baby deer, we found, okay, cool, we did it. I don't know what we were doing, but we found it. That we had a baby deer in my room for probably about 2 weeks, which was a bizarre thing. So, thankfully it was small enough that we could keep it in like a dog cage kind of thing, and it seemed fine and didn't seem like stressed by that or anything. So, but yeah, my mom worked at a vet, so she had like enough connections to find those things, and because my mom was a vet, like anytime any animal was in distress, inevitably it ended up in my room. So but I think I would have felt more uncomfortable with it if it was like there for a significantly longer time, but until we were able to find like a nice place it could go and hopefully be fine, like I think I didn't feel too bad about it. Especially since his mom died. It probably wouldn't have made it, I guess, if we didn't do anything. So it does feel a little weird caging a deer in your room for 2 weeks. So it was cute, yeah. It and this might be fairly normal, but like it was kind of weird, like because we had to feed it with like a bottle kind of thing, you know, it was still a baby. Like when it would suck on the bottle, like the flesh on the sides of the mouth, like there was flesh between it or something. I don't know how to say it, but like, you know, the mouth opened further back than like the flesh allowed it to, which was kind of strange. So when it like sucked on the bottle, you could see like the inner lip of the flesh like on the sides. It was kind of weird. I don't know why that particularly stands out to me, but I'm just gonna buy a ton of scopes. I feel like those are the most useful things. Also more chocolate. Chocolatito. Give me the chocolate. Yeah, more chocolate. More super drink too. No, that's refresh herb. I mean, I might as well spend the money, I guess. Like, why not? Oh, that's very expensive drink. Oops. And then let's get some scopes. Something like that. I should save also, definitely, before I accidentally soft reset the console again. I didn't go to Nara, no. The only places I went to was Osaka. I very briefly was in Kyoto, like for an afternoon. I was there. I went on Philosopher's Path, or whatever it's called. I very much enjoyed that. I really probably need to make like a longer trip to Kyoto at some point. I was thinking about today, because like the problem with me going to Japan is like I need a reason to go to Japan before I let myself do it. Which last time it was for Comiket, which is cool. But then I also bought a ton of Comiket games. So, so like, I don't know if I need to go buy a bunch more Comic Cat games or not. Like, it's hard to justify that. So I've been trying to think of reasons. I told you about this, Oscar, because you said Bit Summit was possibly something I should do. But I thought maybe doing something that might be more site-focused, because last time it was very much a me trip. Like, I really didn't want to think about the website when I was there, because I work on the website. Other than this week when I was just house cleaning, basically. I basically work on the website every day. So I was, like, very much trying to not think about anything to do on the website. But I think next time I go, I think I'll try to dedicate some time to creating something for the website. One thing I did get out of that was I got to make the Atoka video. I didn't think about, I guess that came out of that trip, but I wasn't planning on that. That was not the initial, like, even after I recorded that Atoka footage, it was like, I'm capturing this because it might be useful to have in case I ever want to talk about this game, and I want to, like, record my own footage for it. I didn't think about making a whole video about it, so that was kind of the one thing, but yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Or I could just be a normal tourist asker and just go do stuff like normal people do. What if I just did that? What if vacations were just vacations? Wouldn't that be nice? Did we go in the pyramid and now there's, like, displays in the pyramid? Admittedly, I've never been in a pyramid before. But that seems kind of weird that you have glass displays inside of a Egyptian pyramid. There was some mall I wanted to go to. What was that? I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oops. There we go. I can't remember. It had, like, some kind of mascot. And I feel like, was it maybe Bandai Namco had some kind of relation to it? I don't remember. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be able to go to Japan this year, so not even worth thinking about. So, I think the next trip I'll probably end up doing is Midwest Gaming Classic. That's been something I've been wanting to go to for a while. And I like Portland Retro Game Expo, and I've got a lot of friends up in Portland. I'm dumb. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I have a lot of friends up in Portland, so it's, like, very easy to go do that. But I went to Portland Retro Game Expo, like, 3 or 4 years in a row, and it just wasn't changing that much. So I think I want to try to go to a different retro game convention and see if it feels different, or if it's just, like, retro game cons are just a little... Maybe I have worn out my interest in retro game cons, but... I was ecstatic when I was sitting there, though, for like 2 hours with those guys that just had a Casio Loopy, and we were just playing Casio Loopy for 2 hours. I was having the best time of my life during that. That was the greatest thing at Portland Retro Game Expo for me. I'm dumb. Walked right on that. Not Nakano Broadway. I actually did go there. I went there with the author of Scum of the Brave, which is like I don't know if, I guess you could call it like an independent book manga that gets put out or something. I don't know what they're classified as, to be honest with you. So I went there, but so I didn't really, it was kind of hard to focus on what was going on because I was like trying to hold a conversation. Oh my god. I was trying to hold a conversation with somebody who did not speak much English, and I very much did not speak much Japanese. So it was like kind of a weird but fun experience, especially since it was like somebody of something that I enjoyed, or somebody who worked on something I enjoyed. I think she was a little disappointed that like I am mostly into video games rather than anime, though, because I think that really limited what we could use as a bridge to each other. So Okay, that's a switch. Alright. Flip the switch. Makino Broadway seemed alright, though. It just was hard for me to focus. I'm sure you noticed, Oscar, when I was with you in Japan, like, when I'm with somebody, it very much becomes about the conversation I'm having with them. I very much don't pay much attention to the environment. Like, we went walking down that one street with the duck or whatever, and I had a good time. But it was also like, I was just invested in talking to you and not so much that what was going on around us. So it's just like, we're just going to walk down here while we chat. So... But I think that's just the kind of person I am. I think I really only... Oh, cool. Spend time appreciating something if I'm there alone, usually. Which is part of why I had to go back to Friends like 3 times, because I went with you, and then I think I went with Rowan at some point. And then I went back the 3rd time to be like, okay, let me actually shop. Because I was not paying attention to most of the stuff that was here. So... I like that there's just like alarms on the wall in here too. Alright, door open. That was bad. Icy chip. Okay. Okay. Red. One thing I haven't really... Oh, is it? I remember we went... The one thing I really remember, honestly, out of all of it, is we went in that store that was, like, the most American Hot Topic kind of thing. Like, it was all U.S. merchandise and, like American games and Funko Pops. And I was just like, oh, man, what a place. What a place this is. It's like I'm in a mall from 2005 in America, or a store in a mall from 2005, so. I need to go back to our mall at some point. I don't really know. Like, obviously there's the whole coronavirus stuff. I don't really know how long it's going to be until, like, going to an arcade seems fine. I'm definitely an introvert, so I'm not, like, antsy to get out of my house. But I do worry about, like, the arcade businesses around us and stuff. And, like, I know one of ours, like, one of our big ones out here in Las Vegas is just, like, we don't have any money. Like, we are going out of business, and like they started up a fundraising campaign or something. I donated a little money to them too, for it. But like, I don't know. I worry about going outside and dying. I guess. like yes, I could go play Gunslinger Stratos, but will I die doing it? But I don't want to, like, you know, hide in my house forever either too. So my dad actually for my birthday was like, hey, let's go do something, and he was actually asking me 2 weeks ago, like, to go to a barbecue, and I was just like, I don't think that's smart right now. Like, I don't think I want to go out and see people at this moment. What is... So no alarms went off when I stepped there, but I feel like every time I passed that point last time, when I passed that point last time, did it trigger? I can't even remember. I didn't hear an alarm, so that makes me think there's no, like, infrared thing there or something. And I don't think the tile's marked either. Maybe she talked on the way over there? I can't remember. I'm thinking too much about it. Just go. Just run. We got away anyways, so. I forgot where I was going with that arcade thing, but I'd like to go to an arcade, but I don't want to die either, so maybe I won't go to an arcade anytime soon. I just can't remember why I brought that up. No, I'll try not to die, Alex. We are going to start going back to work here on June 1st, supposedly, so I actually... She just happened to be there randomly? Okay, gotcha. I did go to the office today, but I was the only one there for most of the day. I had to go there for some hardware stuff, so I had to set up a system that somebody ordered. So I went and did that. And then our CFO was there too, and he made fun of me for wearing a mask, and I was like, well, I'm trying to... I mean, the point of a mask isn't just to help you so much as it is to make sure you don't spread it to other people, right? So... And he's significantly older than me, so I think he's in like his 60s, so I'm like, I'd rather not pass anything on to you, but yeah, anyways. Oh, dang it. Sticky feet. Is this something? No. Okay. Can we... Is there anything over here? I feel like that staircase where I came from. That looks like that's the case. And you know, let's just say he is of a particular group of people that I would expect that from, so he wasn't like ripping it off my face or something, so it's fine. He can say what he wants. Oh, that scared me. I stepped on the red square, but that was the switch button from earlier. Well, I'm going backwards, but I don't recall there being any, like, doors I missed back here, so... I feel like I probably missed something that was further up. And now I'm just walking backwards and losing all my progress. But we'll see. Once we finish up this PCFX podcast, I do need to try to get more of the games I have running on my PC98. I've only played one game on there so far still. And I know some of them are RPGs, so I probably won't play them significantly, other than just to make me like, yep, they work. But I think there's like Queen of Duelists 2 or something like that. That's another fighting game, so that's like definitely playable. I think one of the games in there might be an action RPG or similar to like a Yeast or something like that. But I don't know for sure at this point. I probably should just start like loading games on there, but... Oh, I died. Rip. But I like running games off disk, even if that disk is floppy disks. And importing games from Japan that are a pain in the butt. I also don't know, because, like, you know, I'm in Las Vegas, so it gets really hot out here. I don't know if there's concern about the magnetic disk inside being heated too much by the weather or sitting in a hot delivery car for hours into the day. I know when my dad first moved out here, he had a tin can that he kept all of his tapes in. This was like, I think 94 maybe. So he had all his cassettes in there. And And like the first week that he was out here, he took him out of the car, and like all the tape inside had melted and warped, so they're all useless. And it was like, oh boy. We also had a tin can of crayons as well, and those all melted into one mass of big, like, giant crown piece plus paper all mixed in from the wrapping. So is NEC my favorite hardware manufacturer? I don't think so. I don't know if I'd ever say anybody's like my favorite hardware manufacturer. Because at the end of the day, the hardware is the hardware. I will say I've generally found that I don't know. I wouldn't say like any whoops. I think I saved last time after I did this. Let me see if we can let's get our hint and see if we can figure something out here. Like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't grow up with the PC engine at all. The statue of Anubis is a twin, it says, or something like that. So I don't really have any affinity for, you know, PC Engine or NEC or TurboGrafx or anything like that. I mainly grew up a Nintendo fan, so I would say if anybody, maybe Nintendo, but I wouldn't say the majority of my latest like I'm not a big fan of the Switch hardware. I'm not a big fan of the 3DS. I'm not a big I need to skip that. I like the Wii, but I like the Wii 100% kind of matches my preference in games. I feel like I like something that's janky but tries something cool, or like I don't mind if it's janky as long as it's trying something cool, which a lot of Wii games try to do that. Hey Josh, how's it going? How's that Fatal Bullet going? I saw you messaged me and was like, maybe not the greatest game ever. I spent way too much money on Fatal Bullet. The Wielder of the Rainbow Crown, yeah. I need to get the music from the Magic Pen at some point. That soundtrack was really good. But you know, the options I have are try to find a way to pull 3DS music, which I don't know if that's like easy to do per se, or okay, there's some things that we can touch here. Or just record it off the 3DS and do some noise cancellation to get rid of the static a little bit, but that's not particularly like, you know. I got something there. What does that say? Oh, new Josh. Sorry about that. How you doing, Josh? I thought you were the other Josh. Nothing in it. Okay. Nice to meet you, Josh. How's it going? I'm curious, where did you come from? On how did you end up here then? I'm always surprised, like, I don't know what it is, like, I don't know how many people are interested in continuing to follow me after they find like the one video I do that they like the 8,000 people who continue to like my Spectrobes video, and I'm just like, well, I probably haven't done anything that's relevant to you in about 5 years, but Thanks for subscribing. So, a whole new Josh. Brand new Josh. Is this a brand new Zero? Zero, are you new too? How's it going? It's your favorite game, Zero. I think you told me that you did not like this game, if I recall correctly, Zero. I don't remember if we had that conversation or not. Maybe that was Anthony. Getting everybody confused all the time. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. Where is your first... So... There is a first kiss story video on the internet, Zero. It's just not mine. You can go watch that one. I still don't know what that button did. Like, I don't know if it does something above me. I probably should have actually looked at the text or whatever. I'm assuming that's just saying the switch is pushed at this point. Oh, dang it, that's right. There's a laser there. So. I don't know if this is the last level or what. Oh, yeah, Solomon Program. Cool. I'm surprised somebody found me through Solomon Program, of all things. Well, I appreciate you hanging around. When you say it, drawing video game art, are you drawing like original stuff for games, or are you more of doing like fan art kind of stuff? I don't know if Konami's gonna end up localizing that game. I would like them to. It definitely. I don't know. I don't really know what Konami's position is on making a game like that and localizing it. Like, I'm trying to think of games that are of that tier level of production for Konami, and if those got localized, but I don't know if they've put anything else. Like, I don't know if they've put out much new content, is the weird thing. It's mostly been like the anniversary collections, like you said. So. I did play that. I did play Kid Dracula on the anniversary collection though, so that was fun. It's a good collection as far as I can tell, and I think they patched in the Japanese versions at some point too. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oops. Yeah, if you link me your stuff somewhere, then let me know, and I'll take a look at it. I follow a lot of artists on Twitter, maybe too many, so. But I enjoy seeing what everybody's working on. I may not be able to like I'm not an artist, so I can't give you any real information about anything, but I can be like, that looks nice. Oscar, I don't remember. Like the first time I remember, I think I just followed you on Twitter, didn't I, Oscar? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I do remember you showing up for the Sonic Adventure stream. That much I remember that. Well, sorry, you showed up for the... What stream was that? I was playing Sonic Adventure. I don't remember what the stream was, though. Was it playing Dreamcast games in 480p is what it was? Maybe that's where I sure start talking to you. Hey, Cobalt, how's it going? I am lost yet again in this pyramid. Oh, yeah. There's something nice about that. It's good to remain pure to some extent. I have been using technology my whole life and feel somewhat like I don't regret the amount of technology I use in my life, but I have also basically have built my entire life around sitting at a computer. So like part of me is just like, be nice sometimes to just like not feel like I have to get on the internet every single night. Yeah. What you been up to, Cobalt? What you been streaming? I haven't been around much on on the your local house. Is that how you pronounce it? I haven't been around much on those streams lately. I started watching a little bit more of like Wind Waker speedruns again. So, oh, nice, cool, congrats. When you were chatting, did you have something on in the background, or are you just hanging out? Beat Crisis Core. I do remember you mentioned that you had beat Crisis Core on that, because it was a lot shorter than I thought it would be, actually, after you mentioned it. Because isn't it like 15 or 20 hours or something like that? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there's some treasure chests in here. That is of value to me. I think the one on the top is a bad treasure chest, but we're going to open it anyways. Just because I can't remember. Also, there's a lady in here. Pura. Okay, it's plastic explosives again. Ugh. Oh man, Oscar, that Shadow of Destiny video. Oh. Don't remind me. I like that game a lot. That's a fun game. I'm glad I watched it again recently and was like, oh boy. But I'm glad I tried to incorporate the concept of the game into the video. I thought I was being clever at the time, I'm sure. So there's a staircase in the corner of that room. So we're going to go down that. I don't know if I went down that last time or not. No. Shadow of Destiny is a great game, though. It was like the most Shenmue game I can think of that's not Shenmue. Because anytime anybody says Yakuza is like Shenmue, I question that assessment. I think I have been down these before, actually. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Yakuza and Shenmue have very few things in common. Okay, cool. I would like to do a randomizer at some point, but I don't think it'd be very interesting for me to stream it. Or it'd take me longer than I think it would remain interesting to me. Oh, congrats, Alex. Did you did you get some kind of gift card recently or something? Or maybe that was like a year ago at this point. I seem to recall you telling me that you got some gift card at some point. I was going to ask if you used that to buy the controller, but I think that was a long time ago now that I'm thinking about it. I need to get my purple PS4 controller replaced still, because that died after like 3 months. But their repair service is offline still. So I checked their website again recently, and they just said that they have their place shut down till future notice. Well, I guess we can double check down here to see if there's something I missed. There's something about in the hints about like there's 2 Sphinx, right? So okay, have fun with Multiworld. I'll try to drop in later after the stream. I still got like an hour left, but we'll see. I also don't know how long this game is, so we might be able to finish it earlier or not, so. Oh, you never got the card? That stinks. Oh, I didn't know they had transport parent PS4 controllers. That's fun. I have a blue Game Gear back there. I don't know. I guess you guys can't see it. It's like just out of view from you. I think that's the only blue thing I have. Or at least official blue thing. I actually was, when I was cleaning those controllers up, there's a bunch of third-party PlayStation controllers in there. And they all worked, surprisingly. I don't have a lot of confidence in third-party accessories typically, so. Those Dragon Quest Slime controllers seem very uncomfortable. I mean, that's kind of not the point of it, but I don't know if I want to actually play with one of those. I don't know. I've never touched one before, so maybe it's one of those things where like it looks uncomfortable. Like I remember the original 2DS, everybody looked at that and was like, "Man, that looks like a nightmare to hold." And then see, there's this door. There's like a wall here. There's a oh, plastic explosive here. Cool. Let's try that. Yeah. We did it. But yeah, the 2DS looked like a nightmare to hold, and then it actually was very, very comfortable. I kind of want a 2DS still. I did hold one once, and it's like a weird slice of bread when you hold it. But oh, congrats on beating my number 9. Did you do the Ray DLC at all? Somebody in so I joined a Mighty Number 9 Discord group because I joined every Discord group possible because I'm a dummy, and I'm like, I want to see what you're posting about in the Chibi Robo Discord in 2020. And then Chibi Robo Discord is maybe the most active Discord I have on my Discord list, but surprisingly for a game series that seems to be basically dead. But yeah, they're playing Ray, and I wondered if I'd like Ray because apparently Ray's very fragile, and I'm really, really sloppy with my Inti Creates gameplay. I'm almost always just like ramming into things all the time, so I wonder if I would enjoy it as much as normal Beck. Oh, that's good. Gotta remain. It's like that's like a nice novelty to showcase a game with that way. Do you regularly go to conventions, Oscar, and show off your stuff? I know you said you've been to Bit Summit before, but I don't know if that was something you were still actively doing, or... I hate that this thing just, like, always falls... I've heard what it sounds like on the other side, and it's not super pleasant. It's like a noise. Ah! Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the DLC on the Wii U because the person who I bought the Wii U copy used from like a GameStop, and they didn't redeem the code, so I was able to redeem that code. But I don't want to play the Wii U version of Ray. Like, I'm glad I played the Wii U version, just to see what it was like, and it was surprisingly playable, despite looking pretty bad at times. But I would rather play on PS4 where the games actually like play somewhat smoothly. So that's something. I should heal. I'm dying. That was close. I was just walking with no care, strutting around this pyramid. Like, hey, I'm bleeding. But it's okay. Oh, it's a staircase. Oh boy. Can I just walk down here and see what's going on? No, I have to ride the fine carts. Oh, no, there we go. So there's a switch here. I don't know what that does. I assume it's turning which way these carts go. So let's do the... Let's jump in this and see what happens. I like a arms out thing going on there. Okay. Well, found a treasure chest. So maybe I have to flip this if I want to turn back. I'm just not seeing any like graphical changes on the rails to say if it's changed. No, that's going to take me back now. I wasn't paying attention to see how that affected where I was going, unfortunately. Okay, cool. I don't want to say too much, but how is the thing we talked about while we were in Japan coming along? Is it going okay? guess you could say what your next project was. I don't want to say what it is because I don't know if you want people knowing, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised. And so, when I was cleaning up, I haven't looked inside of PS4 controllers before to see how those are, but like, I don't know if you've ever opened up like a PS2 controller, Alex, but those things are just like these little membrane boards, and they're kind of awful, and they seem to mess up a lot. I'm at the point that I really don't know what I'm doing, honestly. But I found the exit, so I guess some improvement, or we found a room I could go into. I don't want to say exit, I guess. But yeah, I just wonder, like, I don't know. I feel like all the PlayStation controllers I have are very fragile. Maybe the only thing I have from Sony that feels really sturdy is the original PSP 1000 that I have. That thing is built like a tank. But I feel like all the controllers are... I've had issues with pretty much all my PS2 controllers, and I think I've only had 2 PS3 controllers, but one of them came with a problem, and I tried to get it fixed, but it's a long story. I won't go into it, but there's various reasons why I couldn't get it fixed, which is kind of annoying. Basically, Sony didn't believe the controller actually existed, which was a bizarre, crazy thing to me. That they were like, hey, this SKU you bought did not exist. And I'm like, excuse me? Here's the SKU on your website. And they're like, nope. Alright, well, apparently I found... Oh, we got a cutscene, maybe? No, I forget. If it switches to the other view, it goes to a different resolution. Oh, hey. It's her. She's the 90s in human form. I love her outfit. Oh, that sucks about the bike accident. Like a normal bike or a motorcycle. So I feel like there's significantly different issues that come with those kind of accidents. Oh boy. Well, let's see if we can figure out how we want to answer. Oh, so the third-party PS2 controllers I have actually had circuit boards, which was nice. Too bad the controller was garbage. Oh, take a challenge or not take a challenge? I assume we want to take this challenge. Challenge me, senpai. If you... I know it's not as cheap as it used to be. Hello. Oh no, what's the challenge? I know it's not as cheap as it used to be, but a PlayStation TV I think is still a really great solution for PSP and what is going on? Am I failing the challenge? What is the challenge? Am I trying to capture her? But a PSTV is like a great way to play Vita and PSP games, especially if you do not care about getting physical copies. Or let me correct that. If you do not care about playing physical copies, because obviously you can buy the UMD still and then just play like a download copy on there. You just gotta hack the PSTV. But I mean, obviously if you're doing portable play, then a Vita will work mostly fine for that too, but I don't play mini games portably, so PS2V is definitely the avenue. The biggest thing with my PS2V, I just haven't hacked it yet, so. Normal bike, okay. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if a car hits you or something, like, it's still pretty rough. I think I failed. So I think what I needed to be doing. I think I needed to be getting to that place before her. I think we may have technically beat the game, but I feel like we should beat her. Oh, we got flipped off. Well, I mean, it's in Japanese, Oscar. Like, I can't expect to understand what's happening until I be an adult and learn more Japanese. So I can't blame the game too much. That's the hard thing about playing Japanese games. Is like, you gotta have patience. You're going to end up in situations where you don't know what's going on. And sometimes it might end poorly. That being said, it's good to know that there's not anything particularly fancy about this level. It's just a matter of getting through it. So as long as I get to where I need to go, it seems like it's fine. The biggest things I need to make sure I do is I hit the 2 switches on the way down. I don't know what the first switch does, but I'm just going to hit it anyways. It's already on the way. So that shouldn't take too long. The second switch I know moves the, what's it called? Is there anything that would be like useful to bring with me? But yeah, I can't blame the game too much. Redo for sure. For sure. This is within I think tickling is actually a very good item to use. At least I had a lot of success with tickling last time. Tickle hand? Tickle handle. Okay. So yeah, I think we're probably good. It seems like it's probably just the last mission, so like it'd be different if like say we had to play through the entire game again. I think at that point I probably would move on, but for the last level, I think we're probably good. That and this level seems very straightforward. The last 2 levels I've been surprised how straightforward they seem. Basically just walk to the end. Or at least there's not really been anything challenging about them in a way that seems strange to me. So, admittedly, I guess there's a lot of lasers on the last level, but that was more just annoying more than anything. So, hey, you know what's great? What if I didn't run? Was there any treasure chests up here? No, I don't think so. Okay. There's one right there. Okay. Got the scope. That's good. I think this room we're pretty much clear to go straight down. No, I was literally about to say I'm going to turn on the scope, and then I ran into the laser. So nice, 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 nice. It would have been nice if I could just start over. That would have been very, very good, but... What? Oh, she's not affected by the tickling. But if that is the end of the game, that means I need to figure out something for next week quickly. I think we might go back to the craft desk, and I think we might try to fix my Wii's DVD drive. I think that will be what's immediately in the future, and then after that we'll move on to Disaster Day of Crisis. Because I bought that DVD drive like a year ago, or whenever I set up that desk to do the Labo stuff, I was like, yeah, we'll do something here. And I never did, and then it's like, well, I don't really need my Wii to be working, but I'd like it to be working, so... And honestly, most of the reason why I'd need to use a Wii these days would be for virtual console stuff and outputting that stuff at 240p. And I can do that without the disk drive working, but hey, it'll be a fun project. We'll try not to break it. Oops. Did that, okay. I think there's a laser on the right of this, so... But I think that's a reasonable plan. DVD drive, yeah. Yeah, I actually don't think it's the drive itself that's a problem. I think it's just the laser, but I didn't think about that when I bought the replacement part. And I was like, actually, I probably could have just bought the replacement laser. Assuming the laser, you know, assuming the laser wouldn't require, like, soldering or something like that, so... Oh, yeah. Lost Story is a really good game. I like that game. It maybe doesn't have the polish that you'd hope it to have, or maybe I should say it doesn't work with the Wii's hardware as well as you'd like. Feels like a game that's very much working against the Wii's underpowered nature rather than working with it. Whoops. Tickling hand. Did that work? Nope. But it's very good. I like that game. The story reminds me of like a Hallmark movie is what it reminds me of. Or at least the romance between I forget her name, the princess lady. What is her name? Start with a C, maybe. But yeah, I like the uncle in that game until the second half of the game. He kind of becomes the worst kind of character, unfortunately. I don't know what makes like a scummy bad guy enjoyable versus just kind of awful. I was thinking about this recently because like I love Mumcar in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. He's just like the worst kind of human, and he like is like, I'm just gonna kill people and I'm doing this all for self-gain, and I like him. But meanwhile, in like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, there's this one dude who's just kind of a gross stepdad kind of character who like beats his wife and child. And like, even though Mumcar is literally murdering people, I'm like, cool, I like Mumcar. But this dude, I'm like, eh. Like, I'm good. I don't need anything to do with this guy. No, thank you. So, but yeah, my I used to make a joke that nobody seems to be getting tickled. I used to make a joke that I accidentally got Link stuck in my DVD drive because when my DVD drive on my Wii stopped working, I was messing around with Ocarina of Time speedrunning stuff. So, you know, there's the whole wrong warp thing where you go to that first dungeon of the game, you kill the boss, you basically get it to the point where you can leave the room while it's loading the next area, and then when it's like trying to load the cutscene for the next area, you end up in the wrong area, so it loads you to Ganon's castle instead. And my disk drive died right as I was making that transition from from the that boss room to Ganon's castle, and then the disk drive never worked again after that. And I was like, well, Link wrong warped into my disk drive, and he's just stuck there forever now. Yeah, I think I probably agree that it probably should have been a PS3 game rather than a Wii game. I can't remember if it uses the Wii's controls in any interesting way or not. I seem to recall playing that game with the pointer or the Wii remote. I don't remember using a classic controller for that game. I could be wrong about that, but I seem to recall I tried playing with the classic controller and it didn't feel right for the game's controls for some reason. Callista, that's what it was. She's not actually a princess. Okay. It's apparently been long enough that I can't remember. Link was a Wii murderer, yeah. It's not like, I mean, I was the one who's teleporting him around, so. It's not his fault that I shoved his corpse into the Wii disk drive on accident. I did get, I think I'm good on plastic explosives. I just need 2, and last time there was a plastic explosives right after that wall I bombed. So as long as I get that, I think I should be good on explosives. But yeah, I think I beat Ocarina of Time in 43 minutes, something like that. So that's my best time. Now it's ridiculously lower than that because of what's it called? Shoot, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember what it was called. The thing where you basically reprogram the game using your file name. ACE. Arbitrary code execution. So that's like, I think, is that 13 minutes or something like that now? Or maybe even less than that? Maybe it's closer to 8 minutes, if I recall correctly. So. Although there is that newer method now that isn't as short, but you can play in the GameCube version. You can load the credits immediately as well through a different method that looks very similar to Ace, actually. Okay, those are the plastic explosives. I just want to make sure, because I think I remember in the past that some chests are randomized or seem to have randomized content. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I seem to recall something about it feeling off and weird with the classic controller, but I can't quite remember. I do love the voice acting in that game, but I also like Xenoblade Chronicles voice acting as well, so. I don't really remember what I did last time. I did that, and then I think I did this. And then did I do this? I need to finish Pandora's Tower. That was one of the first games I did stream. I don't know if that stream's still up and available to watch. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in that stream at some point. Also, that's when the Best Buy near me stocked Gamer Grub. And I was like, hell yeah, Gamer Grub. And I just bought a bunch of Gamer Grub and would eat it on stream. Just because I thought it was stupid. What a stream. Quality content. Whoops. Trying to get that chest back there real quick. I'm sad Gamer Grub is gone. Gamer Grub's not very good, but the fact that it existed made me very happy. I don't know why that, like, I don't know what it is about Gamer Grub that was so exciting. I don't really like gamer stuff very much. Like, I've actively complained about these headphones and how they have, like, LED lights and feel like they're trying too hard. to like be cool. And I'm sure Gamer Grub was very much aimed at like, hey, esporter, enhance your reflexes. But I don't know. Something about it was just so ridiculous that I was just like into it. Maybe because it was like easily accessible too. Sometimes like gamer stuff that's like positioned as gamer stuff makes me very happy, but not for the reasons of what it was designed for. It's like it makes me happy that it's dumb enough to exist. More than anything. It doesn't really make me happy that something is just like a video game thing just to be a video game thing, if that makes sense. Special surprise for tomorrow. I definitely bought something for the stream that is cool and gamer. Is Gamer Grub website still there? Oh my gosh, I need to look it up. Are they still selling Gamer Grub? Oh man. I went, oh, they have the Amazon listing, but Gamer Grub is currently unavailable. Do they have like a blog or something? They do have a section on their site just called Science. Think fast and win more. Gamer Grub is a great tasting snack mix packed with vitamins and neurotransmitters to keep you focused and quick. Yeah. Download references. All right. Trying to download some PDFs. Man, what a website. The Flavor Lab. I'm glad this is still here. I don't think Gamer Grub exists anymore. The last Facebook post was 7 years ago. I'm surprised this website still is around. Alright, the last blog post was from 2013, so... The third to last blog post is PlayStation 4 release date announced. Alright, sorry. What a great thing, that website. National treasure. I hope somebody's backed it up on archive.org. Oh yeah, the Tingle Tuner is a fun thing. I never messed with it much as a kid, but I did hear a lot of griefing from other people who would like blow each other up while they're playing. Grubsphere, yeah. What a good thing. How much does Gamer Grub go for on eBay? I remember the last set of Gamer Grub I had was like the stalest thing I've ever eaten, and it was like so disgusting. There is no Gamer Grub on eBay. Oh no. Will no one sell me expired snacks on the internet? Yeah, I think Gamer Grub is a lost treasure. Well, that was a fun thing to do. 2013 was probably the time I was streaming Pandora's Tower, to be honest with you. I killed the Gamer Grub brand with my stream. So I played Personal Trainer Cooking around that time too. And I actually really like Personal Trainer Cooking, except for some of the limitations of the there's some problems with Personal Trainer Cooking, and I was gonna do a video for Personal Trainer Cooking, and part of it was gonna involve cooking a meal and mixing Gamer Grub into it. Whatever I made would just have Gamer Grub in it. but it never happened, and I missed my window. All right, so this is the other plastic explosive walls, and I think we're pretty close. Ah, got ladyified. My new verb, ladyified. Also known as gender bender, I guess. Please do not expire. Look, sometimes the meme is better than your personal health. That's why everybody eats those Tide Pods. Oh. Yeah, I can't think of any like gamer snacks right now. Oh, I think there's like gamer gummies at E3 last year or something. I mean, I wasn't there, but I remember people talking about it. I've noticed recently there's like this weird static line that goes across the screen sometimes, and I don't know if that's the FrameMeister changing resolutions or if there's something else going on. Because I ended up rewiring the back of my setup after I added the cubes in. I remember doing that, and I don't know if I messed something up somewhere. It's hard because there's so many points of failure in my setup. I'm going to try to translate this stuff real quick, but I'm probably too late, and it's not going to translate quickly enough to be valuable. Okay, get to the other side of the room first and get the crown sapphire. If I win 4 things I got from the ladies, what? Alright, cool. Thanks, translate. Something about she gets to do something with the ladies or I get to do something with the ladies. Alright. Oh boy. I don't know if that makes me fall behind at all, or... I think last time we went down this center path here. Yeah, she's turning back around, so she's going the wrong way. I think we just turn right here and then we're good. 4 treasures? Yeah, that's what I saw. Something about 4 treasures, but it said the first to get the sapphire crown, so... That looks like the sapphire crown right there. Seems easy enough. Basically, just do a straight dash for it. Don't worry about the rest.
約束通りお宝の秘密を話そう。そう、デロスの女神にまつわる秘密だ。今を去ること2000年以上昔のこと。
Translation tools trying so hard to
ギリ
keep
シャ
up.
ではアテネを中心に対ペルシャ軍事同盟
I think we're just getting a lore dump right now about the treasure.
その資金として多くの財宝が各ポリスより
Something about it being 2,000 years old from Greece.
しかしその大半はこともあろうに同盟の名手であるアテネの背信行為によりいずこかへと
Oh man, it translated this wrong. There we go.
皮肉な話だ。
It's an ironic story.
財宝の一部は未だデロス島のどこかに隠されているという噂がいつの頃からかささやかれ始め、それは誰呼ぶともなしにデロスの女神と呼ばれるようになった。裏の世界じゃ有名な話さ。そして今世紀の初頭、そのデロスの女神の存在を信じ、デロス島の発掘に一生を費やした男、ドイツ人考古学者マイヤー
This really is just a giant lore dump. There's so much about goddesses and gods and treasure and ancient civilizations going on here right now. Or at least that's what it's pulling, at least.
ところが 彼はデロスの女神を発見していたのさ。彼はある時期から急に美術工芸品を買い漁るようになった。おそらく
I think it's talking about who bought the crown and who got a hold of it now. I'm sure this is so valuable. All this lore that I'm trying to give to you through Google Translate text stuff.
デロスの女神のありかを示す地図をマイクロフィルムとして仕込んだ。
マイクロフィルム。
その後マイヤーのコレクションは第二次大戦末期。
Okay, it's time for World War II.
ベルリン陥落前に国外に運び出され、うやむやのうちに世界中に飛散してしまった。
So I think she's telling you the reason why she needed all the treasures that you collected in all the places. Because this is the 5th treasure, right? So I think she was saying, like, you'll give her the 4 treasures earlier, maybe. Oh, really? Yeah, she said what irony or something like that at some point.
エメラルドの E、聖母、すなわちレディの L、オパールの O、サファイアの S。それらをつなぐとデロスという文字になる。
Yeah.
つまり君が手にしたコレクションの中にマイクロフィルムが収められているはずだ。そしてこの僕の本当の狙いもデロスのお宝だ。
So I think it says there's microfilm stored in them.
デロスのお宝の中に含まれているはずのネクトールの壺といった方が正確かな。その昔、ギリシャの神々が口にしたという永遠の命をもたらす飲み物、ネクトール。
Oh, nectar that brings eternal life.
が本当に存在するかどうか、この目で確
She
かめ
wants
て
to
や
be
ろうと思
forever
っ
in
た
the
のさ。
90s.
そして、もしそれが存在するのなら、永遠の美をこの手にすることができる。いずれまた会おう。
I think we're getting an animated cutscene now, probably. Oh, nope. Animated stage clear. Now the question is, was that the final stage? Or did I unlock a new stage by completing that? I feel like we might get another stage, but what a crown. Like it will you can get your mouth shown out of that, and that's about it. See what's gonna happen. Did we do it? Framemeister try. Oh. Looks like we got more game. I don't feel like I really used that many items last time. Can I buy plastic explosives? I don't think so. Am I in the right menu? Yeah, I am. I feel like what I can buy is really limited right now. Sure, let's buy some iron boots. Why not? Kind of why not in general. We're rich. Whoops. Well, the missions haven't been that long, so theoretically we might be able to still beat this next mission. I feel like the hints have not been very helpful so far. But hey, why not? We got the money. I don't know. Something about aiming for you. Whoa! That was a screen. Are we breaking into their HQ? Yeah. I'm gonna get put on a list.
でも私たちお宝の場所は知らないのよ。ナルシスはともかく例の怪盗は面が割れてるわ。だから奴が島に上陸する前にこちらが先回りをしてこっそりと後をつけるのよ。わーいわーい、ギリシャギリシャ、行こう。行こう行こう。
Hey, dude. What you doing up there? Okay. Safety sensor.
まして君はデロスの女神のことを何一つ知らなかったわけだし。それでだ。
For some reason, it feels like there's like these big gaps between these voice lines. I wonder if it's supposed to be like you're answering. Oh, hello. 何？
あなたの後をつけてきたのはナルシスだけじゃなくてよ。 のような悪党人類の貴重な宝を持ち去られるくらいなら私たちが先に秘宝を見つけ出して世間に公表します。絶対にあなたたちには渡しませんことよ。そうださあ行きますわよ。それじゃあ僕たちも行くとしようか。
All right, cutscene happened. Don't really know if that was like a rallying of support or a rallying of we're gonna get you. I guess we'll find out if I still run into them while I go through this dungeon or not. Okay, they seem to be on my side now, maybe. That's kind of fun. They made sprites for all of them. I probably should be reading this text. Oh, wait, is everybody racing to go get whatever treasure there is or something? Am I competing against everybody?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's cute. I like how they look. They look like little dolls or something. Eat us a biscuit here. Little bouncy sprites. I'm not really... Oh no. Everybody's getting spiked. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be getting ahead of them somehow. There's not a lot of space to speed up. I also don't know where I'm going, so. Oh, good. Now I get to still hear them off screen. Oh, is she done? She's just crying now.
Oh my god!
Maybe? I don't really know what's happening. Let me see if I can, like, talk to her or anything on the way over. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I think one of them got back up, maybe? Oh gosh, she like twitched on the ground. Do I have any more icy chips? It's been very helpful so far. Oh no! Senpai! Don't leave me. Okay. I think that's everyone down but me. Oh, there's the treasure. Oh, it's the nectar of eternal life. I think, yeah, I was just racing them all, but it seems like unless they're being like controlled by the direction I move, I don't know how you lose to that unless they can get back up after getting stunned to the ground. That was an interesting final mission, but it wasn't really much challenge to it per se. Admittedly, this game is definitely just don't touch the red squares, so. But I do feel like there's like some puzzle solving and stuff like that, so. Oh no. Alright, boat. My dude is looking edgy. Boat stolen. Well, that felt like a final mission. But I'll believe it when I see the credits. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, hello, Miss One Eye. Man, they just like did not draw that other eye. Oh no, are we rivals now?
あんなやつ論外だぜ。ナルシスの真似なんかして気取るんじゃないわよ。
まったく変なやつよ。ちょっといい男だったわね。
ちくしょう、今回はやられっぱなしだったな。
ほんと泣きたくなっちゃう。
まったく腹立たしいやつよね。
てかもう疲れたよ。
今度会ったら絶対お返しして差し上げますわ。
Oh, isn't this the cutscene that played last time? Okay, we got credits. That's a nice logo. Stuff. Yay! What is it in Japanese? Omegato or something like that? Something like that. I don't know. NEC. Home. Home Electronics. I'm very good at reading katakana. That was very slow. I like this weird devil mark in the background. Cool. Yeah, that game was fine. I enjoyed the presentation of it. And it is kind of interesting. It's kind of a weird maze puzzle thing. I think it would play better if they didn't... I don't know. There's like something to be said about when, like, you know, somebody says something to you, it stops you. Because I do feel like this game is just trying to... like, trying to not go fast. Like, in the way Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is like, please do not go fast. This game feels like that. And it will punish you anytime you try to go fast. Or at least in Sonic's case, it's like, don't go fast without memorizing the course in Sonic 1. But yeah. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I would not say it's an amazing game. But it is a video game that can be played. And it didn't seem like language barrier stuff mattered too much. I think if I didn't have Playongo's guide, her game facts on like the plastic explosives or something like that, that might have been harder to figure out. That I need to blow up the wall with plastic explosives. Although I think at that point, I was willing to just maybe go through my list of items and like anything I knew that wasn't a healing item or something, just try to use it and see what happened. Cool Kiz. Fun nickname. So. Oh, you're still here playing. Oh, yeah, thank you for your item list, by the way. Very helpful. On game facts, at least. I think that's your item list. I believe it is. I could be wrong about that, but I think I know your first name at the very least. So yeah. It was fun, though. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think, like, in the ranking of PCFX games I've played, I think Kishin Zenki is still kind of the best thing that I've played, if that's how you pronounce it. I enjoyed Chip Chan Kick, too. I think Team Innocent's probably still my favorite game, though, on the PCFX. Well, there's the First Kiss Story situation, but that's... that's a whole other thing. So yeah. I did, oh, I already talked about it last week. I did import another Hunex game because I have problems. But I don't know. I think Hunex games are kind of interesting. This is not a Hunex game. Sparkling Feather is a Hunex game, and that game is... it's got a lot of charm to its presentation, but it's definitely kind of an automated game. Like last night when I was playing Sparkling Feather, I literally just pointed everybody to the boss and said attack, and then didn't actually interact with the game for an hour, basically. I healed people if they got hurt. That's what I did. So there's something like that. But yeah, I enjoyed this. And I'm glad there's the OVA. Like, admittedly, like, I don't feel like it really added too much more context other than these girls are like a high school club or something. But yeah. Is it my birthday? Thank you. I'm technically 30. I think I was born at 9 in the morning if you want to get very specific. So I still got 12 hours of 29ness to go. But thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely I don't know. I guess we're kind of at the end of the stream and I don't really have anything else to do at the moment that we could set up quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna stream again tomorrow to play some Peach Peach Splash, hopefully competitively. You know, I will say, yeah, okay. I had been on your blog before, and I think that's where I found your name on there. So, yeah. So hopefully play some Peach Peach Splash competitively tomorrow at the same time, 7 o'clock. You know, sometimes enough people don't particularly show up to do the competitive play for that. So, you know, if it ends up being a short stream, then it kind of is what it is. Maybe if it's like completely unfruitful, if we don't even get like a game or two in, then I'll find something else to do. Maybe I'll plan to have something similarly themed around. But yeah, not quite tomorrow yet my time either. I'm also Pacific Standard Time, so yeah, that would be tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and then it'll probably be like an hour and a half. That's usually how long those competitive things last, and I'll have, if you want to see something dumb, if you saw my Thanksgiving stream, you can probably kind of guess where this is going. But there'll be a little dumb thing that we'll be doing there too. So yeah. But cool. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you for hanging around. In terms of new stuff coming up on the website, I really didn't work on anything this week. So nothing fancy is going to be on the website. I will say it was probably a bad week to choose to take off because content-wise, things are looking pretty dire for next month in terms of releasing a big piece of content. So it's a long weekend this weekend, so I got Memorial Day, so I'll probably take at least one of the days this weekend to work on some more stuff, hopefully get more done, and get some semblance of a video put together. Playongo, I listened. I might send you kind of like, I don't know if how much you'd want to listen to it, but I might send you the I was listening to some Retronaut podcasts about different platforms and stuff to get an idea of like what direction to go with, like at least the format of the podcast, which I mean at the end of the day it's very loose. But I might send you what I feel like I'm going to kind of pull a little bit from them on that, and I'll see if I can get that to you this weekend. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. That, and I think I do want to finish Sparkling Feather sometime soon here too. So I might try to do that this weekend. I don't think it's a particularly long game, but yeah. Thank you. I'm glad we got through a Japanese game on stream. I think the last one was Doraemon. So Doraemon, the 3 Fairy Stones. So I'm always worried when we bring Japanese games on, just because, you know, it takes some patience. And thankfully this game seemed to go pretty smoothly, other than I think last stream we took an entire stream to beat a whole stage. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming. OneShortPort.com is the website. If you like PCFX stuff, check out Playongo's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good videos on there about that. So you should definitely do that if you can. All right. Guys, have a good night. Bye.